What's up, Acolyte Squad? My name is Prince, and I'm an urban acolyte. Jon Favreau was on Good Morning America discussing The Mandalorian Season 2. Some big news about things coming in Season 3. The big news was the announcement about, the clarification regarding the Boba Fett standalone project that many people had been discussing prior to the official announcement. And then we got a little bit of news that we kind of already knew about Dave Filoni's projects that are also coming on Disney Plus. So a total of 11 Star Wars projects that are going to be coming out within the next 2 to 3 years, right? Actually the next 1 to 3 years. But anyway, before I dive into all of that, just a quick announcement. Some of you guys have been asking me, what happened to the fitness stuff. I know last year around this time, I mentioned a project I was putting together called 12-Week Superhero. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I want to do with that. But in the meantime, I am going to be making a a follow along kettlebell workouts for the people who have kettlebells and want to do that. A few of you who are already have been clients of mine or already subscribed to that channel. It was called Urban Acolyte Training. Now the channel is going to be called Kettlebell WOD, like in CrossFit, Kettlebell Workout of the Day. It'll be follow along workouts. So all you have to do is put on the video, get your kettlebell and follow along with what I'm doing. So I'm going to be working on the first few videos, and I'm probably not going to start publishing those until New Year's. That way it'll give me time to get at least 5 weeks worth of workouts ready to go when I'm ready to go live with that. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, to this Jon Favreau news and The Mandalorian. So we found out that the Book of Boba Fett series is coming December of 2021. I think the little epilogue for the season 2 finale also showed that information. But we got a clarification because this series will be separate from The Mandalorian. Some people have been saying that, they're already working on the Boba Fett spinoff. Jon Favreau confirmed that. He said they're working on pre-production of The Mandalorian season 3 while in production on the Book of Boba Fett. So as soon as they wrap with the Book of Boba Fett, they will they will be in production for The Mandalorian season 3. They're basically staging it. Again, we've got a total of 11 Star Wars projects. The Book of Boba Fett was not announced during the Disney Investor Day news announcements because they didn't want to spoil the big announcement for The Mandalorian season 2 finale. Jon Favreau is working on that with Dave Filoni. And then he said on top of that, Dave Filoni is also writing the Ahsoka Tano series and working on Rangers of the New Republic. So what it sounds like to me is that Star Wars is taking this comic book approach where you have this one series, in our case, The Mandalorian, and within that you're getting spin-offs, but the spin-offs, since they're all, going on at that same point in time in the timeline of the Star Wars story, all happening within the time of The Mandalorian, I think that these spin-offs are all literally stories that are spinning off, stories that are running or going on at the same time. We've introduced Boba Fett. This is how he relates to Din Djarin, but then in the rescue episode, he gets in the argument with Casca, Mercedes. I keep wanting to call her by her real name. Sasha Banks' character, what's her name? Casca Reeves or something. And, they're like, you're a clone. You have no place here. Right. So it's like if the story with Din Djarin is going to be dealing more with the Darksaber and the restoration of Mandalore and Bo-Katan and, other Mandalorians, that's the only place I can see his story going right now. If Boba Fett has no part in that, he's an ally of Din Djarin. What is he doing, right? There's an interesting thing where, it looks like he's going to clean up Tatooine. with Ahsoka Tano, we obviously saw and we obviously know, she's looking for Thrawn. I've said that, hey, man, as Dave Filoni has teased us, we have no idea when the epilogue to Star Wars Rebels, the finale, when that occurs. So I'm thinking that she's going out looking for Thrawn. She's looking for clues. And then when she gets a bite, like, okay, this is where Thrawn is, or she's already made contact, then she goes back to Lothal to get Sabine, and that story continues if there's going to be a Rebels sequel or an ongoing Star Wars Rebels story. But as far as I'm concerned, if it's Ahsoka Tano, that is the sequel to Star Wars Rebels, and then we'll get something bigger that involves the rest of the remainder of Phoenix Squadron. Whether Hera goes off, joins the search too. Of course, in Alphabet Squadron, Hera's pretty busy, so we have no idea how that's going to go. And I don't even want to think that far in advance, right? But there was, before I got a chance to actually look at the Jon Favreau interview on Good Morning America, because Good Morning America is Good Night Thailand for, with me being in a different time zone. There was an article that came out last night before I crashed that discussed some of this, and it left on an interesting cliffhanger, right? So as far as the article, right? So is Boba Fett series confirmed as a Mandalorian spinoff? Pedro Pascal will be back as Mando for season 3. So I guess they kind of dumped on all those rumors that Pedro Pascal had all this drama on the set and that he quit, right? He's coming back for season 3. Right. So, this actually came out after Jon Favreau's interview had already aired, but I didn't see it. And it looks like they may have added more to this, or they updated this article since I saw it last, is what it looks, because it was shorter than this when I went to bed last night, but I don't know. So where was, maybe they update. Okay, so Tamora Morrison and Ming-Na Wen are set to star in the spinoff, reprising their roles as Boba Fett and Assassin Fennec Shand, while Favreau will executive produce the series with Dave Filoni and Robert Rodriguez. Right, Robert Rodriguez, I think he directed the episode there on Tython, if I'm not mistaken, where Boba Fett and Fennec Shand showed up and showed out, and it was an excellent episode. After delivering a most unexpected and out-of-this-world cameo with the actual finale's closing moments, The Mandalorian slipped in a post-credit scene in which Boba Fett, with help from Fennec Shand, gunned down Bib Fortuna to lay claim to the throne inside, Jabba the Hutt's palace on the planet Tatooine. After the formidable duo settled in, the title card, The Book of Boba Fett, coming December 2021, appeared on screen. In the immediate wake of the tease, some assumed that The Book of Boba Fett was a rumored standalone spin-off, while others wondered aloud if the intrepid bounty hunter was possibly taking over The Mandalorian, at least for season 3. Seeing as Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy said that the flagship Disney Plus series Next Chapter would premiere in December 2021. The Boba Fett spinoff, though, is that next chapter, Favreau clarified. Maybe, I don't know, I read this and then went to bed, so maybe I saw something differently or thought something different when I first looked at it. But for some reason, I left off with this question regarding what the next chapter is. And right now, I really feel like, just like I said before, in my videos leading up to The Mandalorian back in, when was that, 2018? I said I think that this is eventually going to delve into the restoration of Mandalore as far as how that story might play out or where they want to go with the story. But right now, Din Djarin has the strongest claim to being Mandalore, and he knows nothing about Mandalorian culture, wants nothing to do with it, really. And I feel like this next season is really going to deal with him learning what that means. What is Mandalore? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Mandalore, because that was something that throughout this season, who wants to go to Mandalore? There's nothing there but, glass, right? There's nothing there but death. It's a wasteland, right? The Empire destroyed it, or the Mandalorians destroyed it. Bill Burr's character said that, Mayfield. It's almost like there's so much mention of who the hell wants to go to Mandalore that, well, it only makes sense that they might go to Mandalore for season 3, and that the story dives into that. And because of the danger involved, you really don't want a baby running around there. So it's like, well, what would we do with baby Grogu, with BGZ, while we're doing this dangerous stuff, right? I could see season 3 kind of being the darkest, unless season 4 gets even darker, but the darkest of that we've seen so far, like just action-packed every episode, people getting murked right and left, right? If we're dealing with Mandalorians and the Empire that still managed to remain, I think we'll get a lot of questions answered. If I'm sure Moff Gideon is not gonna be held for long, and the Rangers of the New Republic, like I said, with this comic book approach to telling the story, could deal with the Empire that's still out there that hadn't become the First Order yet, right? Because, we know that after the Battle of Jakku, a huge chunk of the Imperial fleet went out into the unknown regions. They're out in some nebula somewhere, hiding out, and they're gathering their forces. So someone like Moff Gideon, why wouldn't he join? Why wouldn't he relinquish his control? Right? Many of the Imperial warlords had been defeated and chased out during the aftermath, during the period of aftermath leading up to the Battle of Jakku. The Battle of Jakku was like, yo, man, let's call the full fleet out here to Jakku and defeat the rebellion, and then we're still gonna go to the unknown regions, right? I think the plan was they were supposed to convene or meet on Exegol, but that obviously didn't happen, right? So right now we've got 3 factions that we're dealing with. We've got the Imperial Remnant, we've got the First Order, and then we've got the people who made it all the way to Exegol, that become the Final Order, right? That are, doing Palpatine's bidding. And the question that I've had all along for season 2 is, the Imperial Remnant working under Moff Gideon, are they actually serving Palpatine? Or are some of them, and the rest of them, they don't know? They're just like, yo, man, the Empire's here. We need to return. And I'm all about the Empire, and I don't care by any means possible, right? And because we're the few who remain, when the Empire returns, I might get a big position. I might get a huge promotion, and they don't care about Palpatine coming back. They're just like, the Empire. The Empire is coming back. I'm all about the Empire. So that's something I feel like Rangers of the New Republic might deal with more so than the Mando season 3. But if Moff Gideon is going to be, Giancarlo Esposito hadn't said anything about being in any of the spinoffs, so I'm guessing the answers coming from his character are probably going to be dealt with in the Mandalorian. And like he said, at this point, you might as well assume that he knows everything. So that's what I took away from this Jon Favreau interview. Again, check out Kettlebell Wad. That channel's already there. There's already actually videos there, but not the follow along kettlebell training videos. I'm going to be writing those and doing all the programming. Then I got to actually do them, film them, edit them. So that, like I said, don't expect anything there until after New Year's. Also, a lot of you missed it. If you like Cobra Kai, check out Cobra Kai season 3 preview video that I posted last night for me. The audio kind of sucks because I recorded everything in OBS and I was playing with filters on my microphone, and I shouldn't have done that. Normally I record the audio separate from the video, so like I'm doing with this video. What else? Oh yeah, and I'll probably be posting a Wonder Woman review. We're getting ready to go see that. It's actually been out here for like a week, and I didn't know it. I was like, oh yeah, December 25th, let's go see Wonder Woman. I was like, oh, it came out last week, like Thursday here. So we're going to see that this afternoon. I'll probably do a review on that, and and then probably a more in-depth review tomorrow or the day after I've had a chance to process my thoughts. So be on the lookout for that. Wonder Woman, there's Cobra Kai thing. I'm going to be doing more Cobra Kai videos, season 1, season 2, getting ready for season 3 on January the 8th, to get more of my martial arts content out there. And yeah, that's really all I got for this one. So lots of stuff coming. Not so much on the Star Wars front. If there's news, I'll give my thoughts on it, and, try to make the video shorter, under 20 minutes. This one is getting up there. So, and I think my wife is trying to get my attention. So that means I need to hop off of here. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all keep on breathing, and I'll see you on the next video.